All right. I am going to marry 400 wives and 300 concubines so I can bring alliance in this nation. Do you understand me? I'm going to marry 400 wives, 300 concubines so that I can bring peace into this nation. In different regions, I'm going to marry her, and in another region, I'm going to marry her, and I'm going to marry her, and I'm going to call them my wives so that I can bring peace in this nation. Alliances. If I call her my wife, is that different than a partner? Because Solomon had wives to bring peace and alliances to the nation. Part of what's wrong in this country now is because when people justify what having 700 wives and concubines are, oh, it's for peace and alliances. Wives. In order to have a wife or a husband, that would be a spouse, right? A helper. Otherwise, it's just friendship and partnership and business partners. And with a wife and a husband comes a little more than just accountants and a cashier or a transaction online. There might be a covenant of a relationship, a very deep intimacy, possibly even 700 wives of sexual intercourse with Solomon to bring peace and alliances to a nation. Now let you listen to the next video, because these men have 19,000 followers and seem to think that justification of Solomon having 700 wives and concubines was to bring peace and alliances to the nations. Now you tell me what a wife is. Because I guarantee you, for all you husbands out there, if your wife isn't participating in any kind of sexual activity, she's probably a business partner. Not a wife, not a concubine. Okay? Yep, that's what I thought too. But here, you can listen for yourself. So perception, but yet not a concubine. Listen for yourself. So many people with ignorant perception, but yet teaching something, chewing on one thing and saying it's like this over here and it's like that over there, and that's a sin and this is not a sin.
Yeah. One of the things people don't understand about Solomon and why he had so many wives, because it's one of those common teachings of like, oh, polygamy is okay because Solomon did it and he was the wisest man to live on earth. When you study why he had so many wives, it was for alliances. So it was a tactic to bring peace. So what he would basically do is somebody would rule an area of lands, and he would marry their daughter as a covenant between his kingdom and that land in order to bring peace. But as he continued to do that, then that's what led to what Christopher is referring to, that he started getting more involved with the sin of those other areas and started to move away from